Good evening. I'm Ernesto Burden, publisher of New Hampshire Business Review, and it's my sincere honor to welcome you to Outstanding Women in Business. Thank you for tuning in to join us in recognizing the phenomenal achievements of amazing New Hampshire women. Our program tonight is filled with inspiring stories and inspiring people. We're grateful to them for the impact they've had on the world and for joining us tonight. And we're grateful to our sponsors, without whom programs like this wouldn't be possible. Our silver sponsor is Edify Multimedia Group. Our bronze sponsors, Borislau Insurance, Lovering Auto Group, and NBT Bank. Our general sponsors are Connection, the Lawson Group, Morneau Law, Basil Hayden's, United Healthcare, Tufts Freedom Plan, Hub International, and the Business and Industry Association of New Hampshire. Thank you all. And now, please welcome New Hampshire Business Review's editor, Jeff Feingold.
Thank you, Ernesto, my publisher and producer of our weekly Down to Business podcast. Shameless plug, thank you. Anyway, welcome everybody. We're really thrilled that you're here. Since 2006, New Hampshire Business Review's Outstanding Women in Business program has been designed to reward and recognize the extraordinary achievements of New Hampshire women. As you will soon hear, this year's winners have come from a variety of professions, but they have many things in common. They've all contributed above and beyond to the success of the business they own or work for. They've all faced and met often incredible challenges. They've each had an impact on the industry they're involved in. They each have shown extraordinary decision-making skills, and they all are advocates for women in the workplace. The group of women nominated this year is one of the most impressive we've seen in the 15 years that New Hampshire Business Review has presented these awards. We received over 70 nominations, all of them top-level executives and entrepreneurs from every corner of the state, and we ended up choosing 6. Let me tell you how we did that. The field was narrowed down to about 2 dozen finalists, and our panel of judges chose the final 6 winners from among that group. Before I go on, I want to give a special shout out to Sharon McCarthy, who was our former publisher at Business Review, and she's now CEO of Girls Inc., an organization that does so many remarkable things to support and empower girls in New Hampshire. But back to our judging process. It was not the easiest job in the world, as you can well imagine, but it also speaks to how extraordinary these 6 women we are that we're honoring tonight. There's one other thing these women have in common. That's a tremendous nomination packages submitted by the people who nominated them. I just want to mention the nominators because they really have done some impressive work. There's Holly Ackerson, Linda Fanaris, Wayne Hartz, Elizabeth Dragon, Dr. M.B. Lufkin, David Westover, George Hansel, Kathy Green, Tanya Randolph, Steve Dupreeh, and Ted Wing. Now, I'd like to introduce someone who has long supported women-owned businesses and female entrepreneurs, and he's fresh from his budget address this afternoon, Governor Chris Sununu.
Well, thank you guys very much. I just an absolute honor to be with you. First, a big congratulations to all the honorees today. I was looking at the list earlier, and I think I've gotten to meet at least almost all of you, if not all of you, on the list. And obviously, we focus a lot on business here in New Hampshire. I think we really try to pride ourselves on being a small business state, on doing what we can to both support the workforce in there, support the businesses themselves, deregulate as much as we can, provide that opportunity, and then as government do our best to, frankly, just get out of the way and let you guys do what you do best. And what we're honoring today are role models, right? It's really setting that example that I think gets a lot of us excited, because we want to be a state where that entrepreneurship shines. We want to be that state where we're the gold standard, where people want to come, and especially young women. We know that demographic in the business world is growing all the time, and we want to be the state where we are landing the best and the brightest from around the country. And you guys are a big part of that. You really are. It's not just words. It's not just saying congratulations. It really is an important part of the model of being successful. And again, here within the state, for our young people in the state, that you have young women in high school and college, they're looking about what to do next. Can they start their business here? Can they take their idea on the back of a napkin and make it something real and tangible, or be part of a bigger group and grow something themselves? And again, I can't thank you guys enough. Congratulations. What you've done here and what you'll continue to do is something, it's really a foundation, I think, that all of us can build on and kind of use as that model of success. So congratulations again. And it's just an honor to be part of your evening.
Thank you so much, Governor. That was great. Messages from two really outstanding women in themselves. One is Senator Jeanne Shaheen, who has really spent her career as a great advocate for women. Senator?
Good evening. I'm Jeanne Shaheen, and I wish I could be with all of you in person. I thank New Hampshire Business Review for inviting me to participate by video. I'm excited to join you in recognizing the incredible businesswomen whose achievements and commitment we celebrate today. You're all essential to our diverse business community in New Hampshire, and I commend all of you for knowing your worth, for blocking out criticism, and for persevering. I also know that each woman who becomes a business owner and community leader opens the door for more women to succeed and achieve their full potential. Our communities are so much stronger and richer when everyone is empowered to lead. As women, we have fundamentally different experiences than men, which is why it's so important that we bring our perspective to the table. With women's voices, our businesses better reflect and serve our communities. I'd like to congratulate the outstanding women who are being recognized tonight. Alicia Hart, the Vice President of Human Resources at Merchants Fleet, Cheryl Coletti Lawson, the COO at the Lawson Group, Dr. Melinda Treadwell, President of Keene State College, Lisa Allen, Owner and Chief Administrative Officer of Great New Hampshire Restaurants, Pamela Bissonette, the COO of Dupreeh Hospitality, and last, but of course not least, Pon Nidichin, Executive Director and Vice President of City Year New Hampshire. Thank you to each of you for your extraordinary character and accomplishments. You make the Granite State proud. We are stronger as a state thanks to your voices and vision.
Thank you so much, Senator. I almost called you Governor, which would have been kind of somewhat accurate, but thank you so much, Senator. And now I have one more message from her colleague, Senator Maggie Hassan.
Hello, I'm Senator Maggie Hassan. I am so sorry that we couldn't gather together in person for this year's Outstanding Women in Business Awards, but welcome to this virtual event. Most importantly, congratulations and thank you to the Outstanding Women in Business honorees, Alicia Hart, Cheryl Coletti Lawson, Dr. Melinda Treadwell, Lisa Allen, Pamela Bissonette, and Pon Nidichin. And congratulations as well to WREN, the Women's Rural Entrepreneurial Network, for receiving the Advocate for Women's Empowerment Award. I'm grateful for the work of tonight's honorees to move New Hampshire forward, and for all that you have done to adapt amid the challenges of this pandemic. You all come from different backgrounds, and you represent a variety of industries. And your accomplishments in your professional lives, as well as your work in your communities, are making a real difference. Know what an important role model you all are for women and young girls all across New Hampshire. Thank you to the New Hampshire Business Review for hosting this event, and congratulations again to all of this year's honorees. We've never needed the Granite State spirit more than we have this year. And I know that all of our honorees today have made a true difference during the pandemic, which really just represents their overall spirit, their determination and tenacity. And it's just a great honor to be able to congratulate you all tonight. I wish you well. I wish you progress. I wish you safety. And to everyone, take care of yourselves, wear your masks. We're almost on the other side of this pandemic. Be safe and keep up the great work.
Thank you so much, Senator. Okay, now we're on to the main reason we're here. And to guide us through the evening is none other than the wonderful Tiffany Eddy, a great friend of New Hampshire Business Review. Tiffany is our communications specialist who's responsible for the development and execution of strategic communications for all clients. In her nearly 2 decades as a broadcast journalist, she has won an Edwin R. Murrow Award, and also has been nominated for 3 Emmys. Anyway, I'm just going to go. I can give her a resume for all night. Anyway, Tiffany, thank you very, very much for joining us, and welcome.
Jeff, my pleasure. Thank you so much. And always an honor, and that was a fabulous introduction. So I'm humbled. This is an incredible award that New Hampshire Business Review started, and to be here with these outstanding women in business honorees is my incredible pleasure. I've had the pleasure of knowing many of these women both personally and professionally, and to be able to announce their names tonight is a great experience. So congratulations to all of you. Before we do get started, though, I do have one note for our honorees. Please wait until after the video to turn on your camera. And now, let's start and get on with the winners. Our first recipient is Alicia Hart. Alicia Hart is the Vice President of Human Resources at Merchants Fleet in Hooksett. Nominated by Holly Ackerson of Merchants Fleet, Alicia's 17-year tenure is defined by her unrelenting dedication to the growth and enrichment of Merchants' employees. Her passion for helping people have successful and meaningful work experiences has driven her to form a number of successful programs and wellness initiatives. Now, these include Merchants' Diversity and Inclusion Program, Employee Development Program, Tuition Reimbursement, and 16 hours allocated for employees at a nonprofit. Through Merchants' mentorship program over the years, Alicia herself has committed to formally mentoring 5 individuals over the course of a year-long period, walking the walk, so to speak. So it is no surprise that the culture Alicia helped cultivate has earned Merchants the distinction as best place to work for several consecutive years. This national and statewide accolade comes up at a critical time as Merchants scales up quickly. Now, since Alicia joined in 2003, the company has grown from 180 employees to nearly 500 employees in 22 states, with plans to hire, get this, another 200 employees this year. Now, under Alicia's leadership, HR has transformed from solely managing benefits and payroll to partnering with every level of the Merchants organization to attract and develop new and existing talent, ensuring they have the best minds in the business.
Alicia's successful because she brings it every day and in all aspects of her life.
She shows up, works hard, thinks of others first, and always achieves the results that she's after.
There's not a thing that I ever remember that Alicia has taken on that she hasn't brought a commitment and a level of diligence into everything that she does. And when you bring that level of diligence and you bring it through an open heart and an open experience, just like Alicia does, there's so much that you can learn from that.
Alicia really has led the charge to create Merchants the great place to work that it is today. And she really embodies the spirit of our culture.
She does a great job building a culture, attracting great people to the company, making everybody feel like they belong, and then retaining our people so that they want to stay here forever.
She puts people first, and she truly cares about making this a fun place to be, where people feel great getting up in the morning and coming to work, knowing that they're contributing to something, knowing that they're going to have a wonderful experience, and really feeling like they work for a company and a leader of their human resource team that always does the right thing, even when that's not easy.
I think that one of the main things that somebody can learn from Alicia is to lead from your heart. And that's something that just emanates from Alicia in everything that she does.
I know Alicia grew up here in New Hampshire. I'm so glad she stayed, because one of her greatest assets is attracting people in New Hampshire to stay here, but more importantly to our state, getting people from across the borders, getting them to come to New Hampshire so we can continue to build the Granite State into the best state ever.
New Hampshire is very lucky to have a business leader like Alicia. She really dedicates her time, her energy, herself, her family to make this state as great as it is.
If you're watching this and you're just starting out in your career, if you emulate Alicia, you'll be very successful.
Wow, thank you so much. I just have no words. So thank you very much, everyone, for your kind words. I'm incredibly grateful to be here with all of you. So Cheryl, Melinda, Lisa, Pamela, Pon, congrats. Truly an honor. Holly, thank you so much for the wonderful nomination. I want to thank my parents, my mom and dad, who are with us tonight. They inspired me with their values of honesty, respect, hard work, empathy, and family. And without those values, I certainly wouldn't be here with all of you tonight. I'd like to thank my husband, John, as well. He's been an amazing support for my career, certainly one that's taken heroic efforts this last year as we have 2 small school-age children, which I'm sure many of you can relate to. Thank you to the many, many, many amazing women who have served as mentors to me. You've supported me, you've guided me, you've taught me so much, you've picked me up when I was down, and I'm forever grateful for all of those relationships we have. To my amazing HR team, thank you for being trailblazers. I'm incredibly proud of the wonderful work we've done together, and I look forward to our future together as well. And lastly, I want to thank our CEO, Brendan Keegan. You are teaching us the importance of fearless leadership. And both you and our entire leadership team, I've learned so much from, and I'm incredibly grateful to be on this journey with all of you. In closing, I'd just like to reflect on the many women that I've learned from in my career and the things that they've taught me. And when I won this award, I thought about my 5-year-old daughter and what I might say to her when she embarks on her journey later in life. And I would say this, I would say, be bold, say yes, even if you don't have the experience yet. Learn and be open to feedback, invite it, surround yourself with positive people, and do that with kindness in your heart, and nothing could stop you. So thank you again. Enjoy your evening, everyone. Greatly appreciate this.
Congratulations, Alicia. Thank you very much. Our next recipient is Cheryl Coletti Lawson, Chief Operating Officer of the Lawson Group in Concord. Nominated by Linda Fanaris of Millennium Agency, with more than 25 years of operational expertise, Cheryl was the appropriate person to join the Lawson Group in 2017 when the company was in need of reorganization. The Lawson Group is a health and safety consultancy that manages workers' compensation programs for more than 300 New Hampshire companies employing nearly 20,000 workers. Cheryl came to the business with a background in utilizing operational controls and administrative procedures to strengthen financials and operational efficiency. She has previously steered the nonprofit Hope for New Hampshire Recovery to financial sustainability, and prior to that, managed Casella Waste Systems business in a variety of roles over the course of nearly 20 years. At the Lawson Group, Cheryl earned the respect of her colleagues as she energetically, and I don't know if you guys know Cheryl, but she's a fantastic swimmer and she's incredibly energetic. She energetically engaged them to determine positions better suited to their skills while also increasing accountability and implementing a responsible budgeting system. With a focused approach guided by the company's objectives, the Lawson Group has improved profits with happier employees. And Cheryl has played an important role as a supportive leader at work and in the community as she motivates women to find their confidence in the workplace and lends a hand to women overcoming the personal struggles of addiction.
Cheryl is a leader who leads.
She has that inner drive to succeed at whatever she does, be it her professional positions, her career, or volunteer activities. If she's going to be involved in something, she's committed to seeing it through to the end and succeeding.
Cheryl is an intense person. She's very kind. And what really sets her apart is that she is professionally and personally driven to really, really help people.
Cheryl works for a company that cares for the health and well-being of employees. I mean, the Lawson company, that's what they do. So she's integrated her personal and professional philosophies all together into one.
So part of what makes Cheryl successful is not just her business acumen, but the fact that she gives of herself to the community at large.
Cheryl is a leader who cares. She really wants people to develop. She's forward moving, she's forward thinking, and she wants that for other people.
On a personal level, Cheryl has helped people with alcohol and drug abuse issues.
She helped me when I was in a really bad place a few years back. I was really struggling with alcohol addiction, and she reached a hand out and helped. She cares about people more than just what they do for work, more than what their job is.
She does want to help. She's really made some substantial changes within the organization. She's made people feel good about their job. She's ensured accountability. And what I think makes her special is that she really works hard. She really takes everything at heart. She finds out and figures out what's not working, what are the problems, what do we need to address to ensure efficiency and profitability within any organization, and how can we help this organization grow?
She's a shining star, and she deserves this recognition, this acknowledgement. Cheryl is my mentor, both professionally and personally. She has what I want. Confidence, a great career, a great marriage. She's a leader in every sense of the word. And she absolutely, without a doubt, deserves this award for Outstanding Women in Business in New Hampshire. Absolutely, no question.
So, thank you. I don't even know where to begin. I had a few words I was going to say, and that short video clip completely floored me. Doesn't matter how long I'm in business. One of the things I constantly struggle with and have to learn every day is how to take a compliment and say thank you. I want to start by thanking the New Hampshire Business Review for this program. I want to thank Linda Fanaris, who is not only a colleague but a dear friend, and she herself a prior recipient of this award. I consider myself honored to be a recipient along with everyone who has come before me and with the women who received the award tonight. And Tiffany Eddy, thank you very much for the introduction. Smart, strong, sassy, stories matter. I lead with a story, right? My career has spanned, many years, almost 33 years, in various businesses. And I think the thing that sets me apart from others is that operational skill set to look at something, pull it apart, and figure out how I can put it back together that benefits everybody. Graciously, my husband, Scott, and his company welcomed me in 2017. And I graciously accepted a position. And I am so grateful that they've allowed me to be part of their organization. And we've done great things. It was very nice to see Leanne on this video. It kind of took me to tears. Because I'm very, very open and forward. I am a woman in long-term recovery, and God willing, this Sunday, I will celebrate 9 years of sobriety. If it were not for that sobriety, I wouldn't be the woman I am today doing the things I do. Number one and most important is the mother to my 2 children. I will say that for me, I didn't have a role model as a woman in business. I've been in a man's industry for many, many years. And it was challenging, and it was a lot of times, difficult to overcome. I would say that, I lead through vulnerability. I'm willing to listen, and I think that's really important. I think it's important to share a story, to raise your hand when you don't know the answer, because not all of us know the answers, to be willing to connect with people to find the answer, to ask questions, and to surround yourself with great people. So many people are afraid to do that. And there are people that work with me and for me that are far better in their field than I am. And I grow right along with them. And I'm very proud of the people that I work with and work for. I don't know what else to say other than I'm blessed and I'm grateful for the nomination. And I enjoy everything I do in community. I've learned the more you do, the more people ask. So for me to find boundaries and put my hand up and say enough's on my plate, I have to learn how to do that. My children used to ask me when they were younger, Mom, are you coming over tonight? And I would say, coming over, I live here. So it's, I love New Hampshire. I love the community. It's a small state. I love the people that I meet and the things we do in this state and the community. And it was great to hear from our leaders at the government level, because, it is a small state. And, I want to thank Jim Roach for being on the video. That touched my heart too. I'm a member of the BIA, a selfish plug. It's an amazing organization. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything, and I'm grateful for the community that allows me to be who I am. And Tiffany, thank you for my plug on my swimming. That keeps me sane in challenging times. So thank you.
Well, Cheryl, your swimming is definitely inspiring and always motivates me. And that was a great speech, and it's wonderful to see you on the computer screen, and I can't wait to see you in person, hopefully in the not too distant future. Our next recipient is Dr. Melinda Treadwell, president of Keene State College. Nominated by Kathy Green of Shaheen Gordon, Keene Mayor George Hansel, and the City of Keene's emergency management team, David Westover, previously of Clark Mortison Agency, and Dr. M.B. Lufkin and Wayne Hartz of Keene State College. A lot of names there. Having inherited a budget deficit when she became Keene State's president in 2018, Dr. Treadwell has been managing a major administrative reorganization at the college, while also helping to lead the university system of New Hampshire through an unprecedented pandemic. Fortunately, with a safety and compliance background as a corporate toxicologist, Dr. Treadwell is the right person at the right time. She has approached the pandemic by applying methodical processes and precautions to limit viral spread among students and, by extension, the community. Early on, Dr. Treadwell communicated with Governor Sununu to get access to weekly testing for students and staff, and generously extended this to the City of Keene workers. She successfully encouraged the passage of a municipal mask ordinance. She set aside housing to isolate students and city essential workers who tested positive, and she was transparent with the students about the data behind taking these precautions. With a 0.12% COVID-19 positivity rate, Keene State achieved among the lowest positivity rates among any college in the Northeast. Another sobering fact, though, is that 96% of all positive Keene State tests were asymptomatic individuals. By forming a policy for Keene State, Dr. Treadwell led the way for other institutions, part of the university system of New Hampshire, to allow more than 25,000 students to return to in-person learning and have some sense of their normalcy during a pivotal time in their development.
Dr. Treadwell is a humble person. She is always about working toward other people's success, which will be the success of the group.
Melinda has vision. She has important the important ability to bring people together and to want people to want to help her succeed.
She's really an incredible leader. She brings everybody in. I've worked with her when she's tried to tackle a problem, and she listens, but she's also very confident when she makes a decision.
I think one of the unique roles that Melinda fulfilled during the COVID episode of the spring and summer, and here we are into the next spring, was the coordination within the city of Keene.
In a small rural area in southwestern New Hampshire, you really have 3 or 4 main players. You have the city of Keene, the county, the hospital, and the college. And our ability to work together as leaders, it just makes a huge, huge difference.
She developed outreach with the president of the hospital, Don Crusoe, the mayor of the city, George Hansel, and formed a working relationship on multiple levels to be able to respond as a group to the threat of COVID.
Melinda has not only dealt recently with the challenges of COVID and made our campuses across the state much safer and our communities that host those campuses so much safer, but she is a leader in education. She agreed to be interim president at Keene State College, and now she is president. The board recognized in Melinda extremely important leadership qualities.
Dr. Treadwell is a servant leader. She always thinks about how to influence and guide so that the right output, the right result manifests itself.
I've really just been incredibly impressed with her since we met. She came to the table, came to Keene State with some pretty tough circumstances, and she's done a lot to right the ship. Not only that, she's expanded and broadened people's thinking and broadened my thinking as mayor of Keene in regards to what this community can be, where we should be looking, and what we should be striving for.
I'm very pleased that you've seen fit to give Melinda this very important recognition. And I know that she is going to accomplish great things, even as we emerge from this pandemic and now can turn to the real job of educating our students and making our state a better place.
Hi, and wow, this is so incredibly humbling. And I just want to thank all of my colleagues who took time to be a part of that video. I'm honored, and my thanks to the New Hampshire Business Review. I'm entirely honored to accept this award and congratulate the incredible women who are standing here with me tonight. My first employer, in fact, was the Scott Lawson Group. So I just want to cast my thanks out for my early days of a citizen of the state and a member of this economy. My thanks to those who nominated me for this award. Your support and colleagueship inspire me. Your kind words through the nomination and in the video tonight reinforce my conviction that an individual effort may make a profound difference, but it's a dedicated team that really gets the complicated work done. At Keene State College, our mission is to support the education and development of our students, and our obligation is to be a successful community citizen, making a positive difference to the regional economy and also to our social support structures. This acknowledgement is partly a celebration of our community collaboration and commitment to one another as we reflect on where we are as institutions of higher learning successfully operating as we face a global pandemic. Lastly, I accept this award knowing fully that any success that I have had is because of the unending support of my family. The sacrifices of my spouse and my children lift me every day and help hold me steady when it's the craziest. And this award is truly a reflection not only of my family, but of my colleagues. You all share this with me. We all face any challenge that we've been handed. We share all the burdens, and you are always committed to join me in making a positive difference. So I accept this on behalf of all of the people I serve with. And truly, New Hampshire Business Review, thank you for your recognition tonight.
Congratulations, Melinda. Our next recipient is Lisa Allen, an owner and chief administrative officer of Great New Hampshire Restaurants in Bedford. Nominated by Tanya Randolph of Great New Hampshire Restaurants, Lisa was a student at UNH Manchester when she started working as a food server, and then she was a bartender, and then assistant manager of T-Bone's restaurant in Bedford more than 25 years ago. It is Lisa's work ethic and steadfast resolve and good-hearted nature that led her to being named to Great New Hampshire Restaurants management team about 10 years ago, and it has earned her the recognition here tonight. Over the years, Lisa has not hesitated to approach her boss, Mr. Tom Boucher, happy birthday, by the way, Tom, about her ideas to grow the economy or grow the company. And that's how she joined the home office in the first place. Behind the scenes, she has worked tirelessly within the company, supporting nonprofits in the community through its charitable trust arm, feednewhampshire.org. This past year has been Lisa's hardest yet, as the hospitality industry, as we all know, has been paralyzed by the pandemic. Lisa and her team not only oversaw the administrative management of more than 600 employees, but Lisa also served as a supportive ear to workers trying to navigate through this unpredictable time. They took to Lisa for her guidance. Lisa is known for barreling through any challenges that she faces, and she's a trustworthy resource as she regards every position within Great New Hampshire Restaurants, ensuring that it has value because she's been there.
I think what people could learn from Lisa, that hard work pays off. It's not just a saying. It's actually true.
I've seen Lisa start at an entry-level position and, put herself out there for Tom because she had a destination that she wanted to get to, and she was willing to do whatever it took to get there.
She had the courage to ask for the positions that she's earned. And I'll go back to the very beginning when she was a bartender. She wrote me a letter and said, "I see how busy you are. I'd love to be able to be in the office giving you a helping hand." And she went in great detail about what she could provide for help. And I took a chance. I said, okay. And I hired her for 4 hours a week. And she did so amazing. She ended up growing into a position that was full-time. And then she said, "I would like to be the office manager." And I said, okay. And as the company grew, we took on more and more office employees, and she now is our chief administrative officer, and she heads up a team of 17 people in our office.
We joke and call Lisa the wizard behind the curtain, and this award is just a phenomenal way for the whole world to see exactly what that wizard behind the curtain does, and she's so incredibly deserving of the recognition.
Lisa is the shining light for most people. I think really her determination comes from just trying to make everyone successful.
Lisa is successful because she genuinely cares about every person, every project, every piece of our company that she touches.
She's willing to work as many hours as it takes, and she wants to see everyone happy and successful, whether it's children, her husband, work, just everything.
She's constantly providing other people with the tools and the lessons so that anybody can be Lisa someday, and that's her goal. She wants to see people grow. She loves to see people grow.
When I learned of Lisa winning this award, I shared it with our entire company. And the emails that came in to her were just so inspiring that they were just so happy for her.
She is like the security blanket that makes everybody feel like there's a solid rock and a solid foundation behind their positions and their roles, and knowing that, if you fall off a little bit or she falls off a little bit, she's going to bring you right back up and back to that comfort zone and redirect you a little bit, and she's just amazing at that.
Just as her husband, I couldn't be more proud of her, and I'm really happy for my children because they'll see how hard she works, because I don't think they know, and I think that's going to be gratifying for her.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. I call foul for not being told this video would be played before I had to speak. Thank you all so much. So I did prepare some words. The theme for this evening for me is honored, proud, and humbled. I'm honored, proud, and humbled to be recognized among such an amazing group of strong, intelligent, innovative, and inspiring women in business. Congratulations to all of you. Your stories inspire me to just keep driving forward. I am honored, proud, and humbled to have family and friends that are joining this event to celebrate me. You lift me up. You have seen me fall maybe too many times, but yet it's still my strength that you focus on. You make me want to work harder and to be the best person that I can be. I'm truly thankful for the incredible husband, children, parents, siblings, and friends that I have been blessed with. And I thank you all very much for being here to support me. I'm incredibly honored, proud, and humbled to work alongside an amazing group of people every day who all shine in so many ways, yet chose to distinguish me from the pack as deserving of this recognition. I really consider myself so blessed to have walked through the doors of Bedford T-Bones almost 26 years ago, hoping to become a food server in this great restaurant and ending up with a career of a lifetime. Throughout the years, I've been so fortunate to grow in the knowledge and the strengths of dozens who have positively impacted me and my career. And honestly, it's my pride that of what hundreds of us, from the office to the restaurants, the leadership team, just everyone, we're all building this together every day. And that's what brings me here today. I would also like to acknowledge and thank Tom Boucher, our CEO. Tom has been as open in heart and mind as any leader could be to my thoughts, my ideas, and my visions throughout the years, I should say, trusting in me and leading me to be the best version of myself in my career that I can be. So thank you, Tom, and happy birthday to you. And to end, I just want to thank New Hampshire Business Review and to those who reviewed the nomination with my name and my story among all the others and saw something there worthy of recognition. Thank you sincerely for choosing me to receive this incredible honor. Thank you all.
Congratulations, Lisa. Our next recipient is Pamela Bissonette, Chief Operating Officer at Dupreeh Hospitality in Concord, nominated by Mr. Steve Dupreeh of the Dupreeh Companies. Whether Pam is assisting a guest, a client, a coworker, or an associate, she engages deeply with them and she always puts their needs first. There is no other industry that allows this type of connection to form in such a short period of time. And Pam is an exceptional professional who takes the opportunity to connect at all ends. Since 2000, Pam has executed a variety of roles and tasks with Dupreeh Hospitality. First joining as Director of Sales for the Grapponi Center, she has risen through the organization to her current role where she oversees the conference center and 5 hotels. Whether she's opening, closing, or renovating a hotel, Pam successfully manages whatever business venture lies ahead in an extremely organized manner. In her tenure, Pam has notably gained the trust of the president and owner, Steve Dupreeh, becoming one of his closest advisors. She is also respected by staff and colleagues at all Dupreeh Companies entities, as well as New Hampshire's hospitality community and other Granite Staters that she comes across in the various organizations that she serves. As a board member of the New Hampshire Travel Council and New Hampshire's Lodging and Restaurant Association, Pam is known for her can-do, positive energy that she brings to every effort.
Pam came to us 21 years ago when we opened the Grapponi Conference Center to work in the sales office. And the day I met her, I said, there's a leader there. She started very low in our organization, has done every single job all the way up. And that kind of hard work and effort and consistency and leadership is why she is where she is and why she's received this honor.
I think Pam is successful because of her ability to engage with others, her ability to empower people and to build strong teams.
She leads by being honest, straightforward, meeting people where they are, telling them what they need to do to perform at a high level, reinforcing them when they do, politely and carefully correcting their course when they're off. People like working with and for her.
Pam's the kind of person that brings everybody to the table. She wants to hear everybody's opinion. She works with people. And my favorite thing is she always works with people to develop them, right? So she helps them find strengths within themselves and she builds them up. And I think that's an important characteristic in a leader.
She sets a great example and makes you want to do better for yourself by being a hard worker and really setting the bar high. She rises to it and she takes you with her.
New Hampshire Lodging and Restaurant Association is the statewide association for the hospitality industry. And Pam's involvement in our organization has been instrumental over the last 10 years. She was one who led the charge to make sure that we had more women as directors of our board. She's the one who made sure that she identified, candidates and brought them, women candidates, and brought them up to be leaders on our board of directors.
There's no job or committee or task force or board that she's been asked to be on where she hasn't not only stepped up, but made a huge contribution.
So the hospitality industry is filled with fun, hardworking, fun-loving people. And it's in the business of serving others. And I think it takes someone who empowers those qualities and has those qualities to be successful in it. And Pam is that.
Yeah, I'm so proud of Pam that she's won the Outstanding Women in Business Award. She's so deserving and she's so humble about it.
I am extraordinarily proud of Pam. I was honored to nominate her. This is an award she's deserved for a long time. She never likes to call attention to herself. She doesn't try to take the platform or the stage. In fact, she likes to hold back. That she's recognized as such a leader, notwithstanding that, I think is a great testament to just how great a leader she is. I'm extraordinarily not only proud of her, it's been one of the great associations of my business life to be working with her.
Wow. So that video was unexpected and super amazing. So thank you guys for your thoughts and effort in putting that together. So this award is amazing and I appreciate everybody's commitment and thoughts and nominations. Thank you for New Hampshire Business Review for allowing me this opportunity and this platform to show what hospitality is about and that women in hospitality can really rise to the occasion of being leaders. So thank you. Thank you to my parents who are out there watching somewhere for your hard work, showing me what hard work is about, leading me in the effort of understanding, the value of hard work and persevering through challenges. So that has been amazing. Thank you to Rob, who's here tonight, and my kids for putting up with my crazy schedule and listening to me at the end of the day and helping me forge through in the challenges that I have. The team that you heard from, the amazing general managers that I have from Cassie and Jesse and Trish, Kieran, Chris, Kate, Cheryl, Bridget. I know I'm missing people, Joyce. You guys have all been amazing. The foundation of our teamwork is what makes us successful and has what is what has led us to the success of our company. And 2020 was a challenging year, and I think we've persevered, and we're going to come out stronger. And I'm very excited for what is ahead and what we can accomplish together. So a final thanks to Steve. Steve, you've been my partner in crime for 21 years. And I think to underplay your involvement in what you've done to be a great leader, to allow me to be a great leader, has has really shown through in of course 21 years, but especially in the last year. You've risen to the occasion. You've led by example. You've entrusted me to run your company, and that's huge. And I appreciate that. I appreciate all of the hard work that our team has put into things, and looking forward to a forward progress and a better outcome for 2021. So thank you.
Congratulations, Pam. Our last recipient is Pawn Nidichin, Executive Director of City Year New Hampshire in Manchester and Vice President at City Year Inc. Nominated by Ted Wing of City Year New Hampshire, Pawn is a tireless advocate for education, equity, and empowering young people to serve their communities. She is a founding member of City Year New Hampshire, having first built out a network of supporters when the chapter started on the Seacoast nearly 20 years ago. Despite having to generate a new network, Pawn moved City Year New Hampshire to Manchester to focus on lowering the city's high school dropout rate. By working closely with local elected officials, business owners, the superintendent, school administrators, and the mayor, Pawn has built a network of support with leaders who understand the value of City Year. Even during the pandemic, there are about 60 AmeriCorps volunteers serving 5 elementary schools and 1 middle school through a combination of in-person and virtual services. City Year New Hampshire wouldn't be a resource for Manchester students if it wasn't for Pawn. While most City Year chapters depend on city and school funding for a quarter of their budgets, Manchester public schools have faced funding challenges for decades. Pawn has dutifully fundraised 15% more from private sources to maintain and grow programming. And she hopes to expand into high school so students have a mentor from 3rd all the way through 9th grade. Her motivation to ensure the success of students, AmeriCorps members, staff, and the community is truly inspiring.
I think what makes Pawn successful is that she is redefining the narrative about what's possible in the world. She has a true belief that the world can be just and fair and equitable for all people, and she is constantly seeking out the best creative idea to get us from where we are to there.
She brings to every discussion, every decision, a unique synthesis of great intelligence, deep empathy, and strategic insight.
So I think City Year and Pawn are a perfect match. The way in which City Year and Pawn approach what it means to be human, what it means to have voice and agency in the world, to make change, are one and the same. She has tremendous strength in her leadership, but tremendous vulnerability in how she manages and coaches people. She also has extraordinary vision and big ideas, but she cares tremendously about the way in which things are executed and done to perfection. And the combination of those things makes her a really unique and powerful leader.
Not only are you a passionate leader and someone who brings your heart and your integrity to work every day, but you're an operational force and you drive results and metrics and bring the kind of excellence to the business of City Year that makes everyone proud.
If you look at all the places where good work is being done for kids in the state, Pawn is probably there, has probably been a part of that. Pawn is really committed to City Year and our mission and our vision, but really Pawn believes that all of us, that all of the folks that live in this state should care about young people and should care about kids. And she believes that she's a part of that web that connects people in order to do that for them.
Working with PON has led me to assess my own character and values and has motivated me to advocate for equal opportunities for all of our kids.
New Hampshire is a better place every day because you are in it. You're in it fighting for the rights of our children to give them a better life, working with the core members, the teachers, the faculty, superintendents, and everyone to bring the best of the best to these children.
I think she getting this award represents what's possible for a lot of our young people. And as an example of doing hard work, doing good work behind the scenes, that can be and will be recognized, I think she's a role model to all those folks watching her.
Wow. Well, thank you. To me, what makes life beautiful is that life is imperfect. Our lives are filled with all kinds of experiences, pleasant and difficult, good and bad. And we all have this reality in common. Our need to depend on one another when we have difficult times, when we have a bad day, create beautiful moments. When we share, listen, learn, give, grow, we create meaningful and beautiful human experiences together. To me, this is how we become a community. Although we all experience ups and downs as part of the human condition, the distributions of burdens and benefits in life is inequitable. I believe that it is our collective work to use the common experience we all have as human beings to build a stronger community, and for all of us, especially those we who have more, to reach out and share with those who face the greatest challenges in life. I certainly had my fair share of bad days, time when I struggled to speak in English, time when I worked 3 to 4 jobs around the clock just to get by. Along the way, though, many people share opportunities, love, care, and friendship with me. And it has been wonderful for me to be able to share and care for others forward. Through my work at City Year with young people and students, colleagues across the country, through my volunteers opportunities, and through my personal circles. I am very honored to receive this recognition, and I want to dedicate it forward to beautiful moments in our lives when we share, reach out, and help one another. We all are winners in those moments. Thank you so much to so many people. It has been a gift to get to be in community with you and many wonderful others people near and far. Stay well. And again, thank you very much.
Congratulations, Pawn, and congratulations to all of our honorees. You are all inspiring, fantastic women. And now, Jeff Feingold. Hi.
How are you?
Oh, it's good. I haven't seen you in like a year.
I know, in person.
You look great.
Wow.
So
Well,
sorry.
as do you.
Jeff Feingold will introduce the AWE Award.
Thank you so much, Tiffany, for that fantastic job. I have to say, I've always said this. I said this for 15 years now. This is one of my favorite nights of the year because it's so inspirational. Those women really have showed us so many ways to really get so much out of life and to inspire all of us. Just one quick mention. I wanted to say that those great videos will be online at nhbr.com if you want to see them again. I don't see why you wouldn't. They were really well done. Anyway, I'd like to move on to our final presentation, and that is the AWE Award. For 6 years, New Hampshire Business Review has been presenting an award separate from the Outstanding Women in Business honor. It's called the Advocate for Women's Empowerment, or AWE Award. The AWE Award honors an individual or organization that has made a lasting impact on empowering women and girls in New Hampshire. This year's Awe Award recipient is WREN, the Women's Entrepreneurial Network. For over 25 years, and WREN and the women entrepreneurs that power it have worked to help people and communities in the North Country become economically self-sufficient. In that time, WREN has empowered entrepreneurs and artists with classes and programs on business development and marketing, grants for business needs, computer access, incubator office space, and networking. And its 2 retail locations for local products has long been a center of helping and launching small businesses. The 2 retail locations, the Gallery at WREN and the Local Works Marketplace at WREN, have long helped support the livelihoods of local artists and makers, and at the same time have become a key anchor in the revitalization of Bethlehem's Main Street. WREN sets an example for others in how to support better lives and livelihoods, as well as foster a new generation of entrepreneurs, artists, and makers.
So I think when anybody comes to visit WREN, they walk in, they see a beautiful gallery and a store, and they really don't know the backstory of why that's there and what we do.
When I wanted to settle down in the North Country, I had to figure out how I was going to make a living. Job opportunities are a problem, so a lot of people become entrepreneurs, and that is where WREN comes into play.
WREN is there to help you individually to grow. They're always there to help you.
WREN, first and foremost, is about community connection, but it's also economic engagement, prosperity through education, empowering everybody in our community to kind of realize their dreams through practical steps. WREN's real goal is to really help people thrive and grow in the northern rural section of New Hampshire. Once you get through Franconia Notch, there's a lot more space up there. And it's harder to come down to the cities and to do things. And there's not as many things up there that are available for folks to learn or to come together. And that's what WREN is. It's a community, and it's right in the heart of Bethlehem. It's there. It's an anchor of Main Street. And it's really important to the region as a place where people know that they can come and learn and grow and start their own businesses. We have our artists, we have our service businesses, we have all these different types of peoples and businesses who are all part of our community. And we like to look at ourselves as the connecting point or the hub or the place where we can get these different people to kind of work together and meet each other and help enhance and grow their businesses.
As a small business, especially in a tourism-driven economy, each small business is a complement to one another.
25 years ago, we were founded as a way for people to find a way to start their small business that was grounded in reality, but could kind of boost them towards their dreams.
WREN is really is a place where you can go as a community to be able to learn to run a business, how to set up a store, how to communicate with your customers, how to sell your products, and to be able to do the back end that people don't know is all your tax work, your paperwork, your license you have to have.
When an artist gets a grant from WREN, the first thing we do is we sit down and talk with them and talk about their goals. From there, it's really what do they want to refine their skills in. For some of our artists, it would be certain skill sets that relate to their mediums. For other artists, it's really just the basic business skills that a lot of artists don't learn when they're first starting out. So it could be bookkeeping or how to do social media to better connect with their audience.
Because of the grant and all the help I had, I was able to set up an online store, was able to do online sales, to be able to do an online art show that I would not be able to without their help.
So when you sign up and you get accepted into a grant program, with you every step of the way. And you also end up connecting with other people who have businesses, and you start to learn how to network and be part of the organization.
So I have been now in the Wren community for over 26 years. I'm here from the beginning, and it is a great source of pride for me because I walk out my doors and I don't think their day pass is where I don't see someone that I know through my connection with Wren. And I've seen businesses grow and bloom. I've seen young girls grow up to be powerful women. I've seen neighbors realize their dreams.
What really warms my heart is when I might see one of our members walk in the door and all of a sudden they've kind of reached or achieved their goal. They're not only selling in Wren's store, but they're selling online and they're growing their business. It's not all about Wren and it's selling within our marketplace. It's about making sure that they can thrive and grow their business.
When I see a grant recipient or just one of our small business owners succeed, and there's this feeling of pride sort of radiating off of them, that's the most gratifying feeling in the world because you know you've made a little difference in their lives.
You know, I really believe in Wren and what it brings to Bethlehem and to the community. Wren, if nothing else, it has a lasting power and longevity, and it is still here and thriving.
When we have visitors in the store, the gallery from far away, whenever they mention where they're from, it's always surprising, but it's so exciting to know that even though we're this small nonprofit in a small town, we're making a big impact and people are telling our story and sharing it, you know, across state lines, across country lines sometimes. It's just, it makes us feel like we really are making a difference.
Hi there.
Executive Director
this is
of Wren.
amazing. Thank you so much. Such an honor to accept this award on behalf of the entire Wren community. Thank you to the NHBR editorial staff for selecting Wren for the 2021 Advocate for Women's Empowerment Award. We at Wren want to congratulate all of tonight's outstanding women in business recipients. Also, I want to take a moment to thank our founders. You saw Colleen in the video just a while ago. Also Molly White, Veronica Francis, our first executive director, Natalie Woodruff, our board members, especially those who stuck with Wren through some of our most recent challenging times, Kate Foley, who you just saw on the video as well, Ayla Karoga, and Mary Seagore. Our members, the town of Bethlehem, you know, we love Bethlehem, it's awesome. Our volunteers, our grant funders, our sponsors, our donors, friends, vendors, and staff. Wren is about community, and I really thank you all for being part of it. Wren began in Littleton in the North Country of New Hampshire in 1994, the idea of 3 women founders. They had an ambitious plan to start an 8-month training and support program to assist 12 low-income women in achieving their dreams of business ownership. By the spring of 1995, these Wren pioneers were operating their own enterprises. This was only the beginning of Wren. Encouraged by the positive results from this pilot program, Wren began building what we today refer to the Wren community. And that community is so important to all of us. 26 years later, Wren mission is stronger than ever. Supporting better lives and livelihoods, enhancing the vitality of Bethlehem's Main Street, and practicing and promoting innovation in rural economic development. Wren inspires possibilities, creates opportunities, and builds connections through communities. It's hard to believe through the years, Wren, here in the North Country of New Hampshire, have assisted over 3,000 business owners achieving their dreams. The past few years, Wren has seen its challenges. It certainly has. In December of 2018, the gallery and store closed stores. We went into hibernation. We used this time to rethink and reimagine. In the spring of 2019, Wren fledged again, resumed classes, reopened the store and gallery. It really felt like things were starting to take off. In March of 2020, the pandemic hit. Abruptly, everything came to a halt. We shut the store and gallery. All in-person classes were canceled. Quickly, we pivoted, adjusted our programming, and through Zoom delivered it online. We made the content more relevant for the new pandemic world we now were all living in. It was clear Ren was needed now more than ever. Additionally, during this time, we used the time to reset and revitalize our physical store and gallery. We recently launched our online store to provide a far-reaching market access for our nearly 100 vendors. We need to get the work out there. It's very important. In the North Country, we're all about community, and Ren is so grateful to be part of it. We are resilient. We are Ren. We are North Country strong. Thank you to all of you for this fabulous award, and I'm so proud to accept it on behalf of Ren. Good evening.
Thank you so much, Pam. We all really appreciate the work you do at Ren. It's been so impactful. Before we leave, I'd like to thank our sponsors. First, our silver sponsor, Edify Multimedia Group, who are the people who are responsible for those wonderful, wonderful videos you saw tonight, as well as seeing wonderful me tonight. Maybe that's not so great, but whatever. Anyway, so Edify Multimedia Group, Borislow Insurance, Lovering Auto Group, NBT Bank, Connection, the Lawson Group, Morneau Law, Basil Hayden's, United Healthcare Tufts Freedom Plan, Hub International, and the BIA. So good night, everyone. And once again, congratulations to all of our winners, and be well, everybody.